Once upon a time in a far-off land, there was a very mischievous dog. He would play pranks on everyone, especially the baker. You see, the dog lived with the baker and his wife, and he loved to steal their food. He would also bark at their customers so they wouldn't buy the bread that the baker had spent all night working on. And of course, the baker would get very angry about this. One day, the baker said to his wife, "I can't take it anymore." They knew that no matter what they did, he would always find a way to make them laugh. And that's why they say that laughter is the best medicine, even when you have a mischievous dog. That dog is always stealing our food and chasing away our customers. I'm going to take him to the dog park and leave him there. The dog had already dug a hole under the fence and was now running away. The baker and his wife started to chase after him, but the dog was too quick for them. He ran all the way home before the baker and his wife even got close to catching him. The wife didn't want to do this, but the baker had convinced her that it was the best option. He was licking his paws and wagging his tail as if he hadn't just done anything wrong. The baker and his wife looked at each other and started to laugh. They couldn't stay mad at the dog, not only because he was so cute, but also because he had taught them an important lesson. So they put a leash on the dog and took him to the park. But the dog wasn't scared at all. In fact, he thought it was a great adventure. He sniffed around all the bushes and trees, and then he did something even more shocking. He started digging a hole under the fence. The baker and his wife were shocked. They couldn't believe that the dog had dug a hole under the fence so quickly. "I knew we should have taken him to the dog park," the baker said to his wife. But it was too late. When they finally got inside, they saw that the dog had already made himself comfortable on their couch. From that day on, the baker and his wife never tried to punish the dog again. The end.